What about your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Monday, July 17th, 2023, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Members of the Screen Actors Guild took to the picket lines on Friday as they launched a strike after failing to reach a deal with studios. SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher arrived at a picket line outside Netflix's Los Angeles offices on Friday afternoon as fellow picketers cheered her on as more than 160,000 performers agreed to stop working Friday morning. The strike action is expected to impact events like the Emmy Awards, the San Diego Comic-Con, and sequels to major Hollywood blockbusters like Avatar and Gladiators, as the on-screen stars throw their hats in with the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike. Gone was also the red carpet events for the debut of movies and show already in the can. Actors Cillian Murphy, Matt Damon, and Emily Blunt walked out of their glitzy premiere of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer in London on Thursday night as the strike was declared. In response, networks are loading up on unscripted reality shows like The Masked Singer, The Amazing Race, Survivor, and Kitchen Nightmares. Representatives for the Actors Union said they want a fair portion of the profits from streaming and better working conditions, along with heading off threats of being replaced in some instances by artificial intelligence. Drescher said SAG-AFTRA negotiated in good faith and was eager to reach a deal that sufficiently addressed performers' needs, but the AMPTPs, the Alliance of the Motion Picture Television and Producers, responded to the union's most important proposals have been insulting and disrespectful of our massive contributions to this industry. The companies have refused to meaningfully engage on some topics and on others completely stonewalled us. Until they do negotiate in good faith, we cannot begin to reach a deal. Actors shared their support for the strike in interviews and on social media beginning Thursday evening. Actress Margot Robbie, who was in attendance on the premiere of Barbie, said she would absolutely stand by a strike. Cynthia Nixon of And Just Like That in the Guild Age said that she was proud to stand with the WGA members who have been on striking since May after negotiations between them and the studio broke down. AI and revenue from streaming services were also at the heart of several issues when the writers hit the picket lines. She wrote, "Actors and writers together demand a fair share of the record-breaking profits the studios have been reaping from our labors for far too long. We will win this." Truth be told, actress Octavia Spencer wrote on Instagram that the actors and writers cannot do it without each other. She wrote, "I support the many skilled unionized workers across all industries that deserve fair compensation." And a related story, The Chosen, a popular historical drama about Jesus Christ, has been granted a waiver to continue filming despite the ongoing Screen Actor Guild's American Federation of Television and Radio Arts strike. The show's Twitter feed said Sunday, "Great news, we just received word from SAG that we have been approved for a waiver. We'll continue shooting on Monday." The same night, the series had its world broadcast TV premiere on the CW after it streamed on Netflix. Jonathan Romy plays Jesus in the series, which is now cleared to resume filming its fourth season in Utah. Deadline said The Chosen is the first production to be granted a waiver because it is made independently without a major studio behind it. The show's creator, Dallas Jenkins, took to Instagram Saturday to plead his case for a waiver. Jenkins wrote, "We've submitted all the requested paperwork immediately. We fit all qualifications for an exemption. You have our application for it. Every day that goes by without your response costs us hundreds of thousands of dollars while your actors are stuck in Utah. We're the good guys. We treated your actors well. Please take the few minutes to approve our application so your actors can get back to work getting paid for the last 2 weeks of a season they want to finish." And again, more than 160,000 performers agreed to stop working Friday morning as they demand a fair portion of the profits from streaming and better working conditions. They also want clear rules regarding the use of their likenesses and artificial intelligence. Oscar-winning Titanic filmmaker James Cameron is denying media speculation that he's considering making a movie about the OceanGate submersive disaster that killed 5 people in June. Cameron tweeted Saturday, I don't respond to offensive rumors in the media usually, but I need to now. I am not in talks about an OceanGate film, nor will I ever be. OceanGate announced earlier this month it has suspended all exploration and commercial operations in the wake of the deadly implosion of one of its vessels on its way to the ocean floor, so its passengers could see the remains of the Titanic, which sank in 1912, leaving more than 1,500 dead. Cameron, who wrote and directed the classic 1997 film Titanic, helped design machines to safely travel to and capture rare footage of the wreck and made 33 dives to visit the remains of the luxury liner. Has publicly said the OceanGate vessel was unsafe and should have been allowed to take passengers on voyages. Cameron recently told ABC News, I'm struck by the similarity of the Titanic disaster itself, where the captain was repeatedly warned about ice ahead of a ship, and yet he steamed up full speed into an ice field on a moonless night. And many people died as a result, and for a very similar tragedy where warnings were unheeded to take place at the same exact site, with all the diving that's just going on around the world, I think it's just astonishing. It's really quite surreal. OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush was among the 5 victims on the doomed submersive named Titan last month. Disney Plus is teasing the final episodes of Secret Invasion. The streaming service shared a trailer for the show's final 2 episodes Monday. Secret Invasion takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The series follows Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, as he races against time to stop a Skrull invasion and save humanity. The trailer title Prepared shows Fury take on the shape-shifting Skrulls, including one posing as James Rhodey Rhodes, played by Don Cheadle, all while being a wanted man. The cast also includes Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, Kingsley Ben-Adir as Graphic, Emilia Clarke as Geha, and Olivia Colman as Sonia Falsworth. New episodes of Secret Invasion are released Wednesday on Disney Plus. The finale will stream July 26. Jackson also plays Fury in Captain Marvel and other films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He will reprise the role in the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, which opens in theaters in November. ABC said its plans to announce the name of its Golden Bachelor star on Monday. The dating competition series is set to premiere this fall. No host has been announced yet. The network said in a synopsis, after more than 20 years of fostering young love on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise, the Golden Bachelor showcased a whole new kind of love, one for the Golden Ages. On this new all-unscripted series, one hopeless romantic is given a second chance at love in a search for a partner with whom to share the sunset years of life. The women arriving at the mansion have a lifetime of experience living through life, love, loss, and laughter, hoping for a spark that ignites a future full of endless possibilities. Sunday's episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls, The Challenge, featured Doctor Strange and Sherlock icon Benedict Cumberbatch climbing sea cliffs and surviving freezing waterfalls in Scotland. Cumberbatch laughed after he successfully rappelled down the side of a treacherous-looking hill. It wasn't pretty, especially in the beginning. The 46-year-old explained he agreed to appear on the show because he wanted to learn more about resilience. He added, I'm feeling a little bit of a communion with my grandfather. I wish he was around. He would have been under the water rather than on the water, but yeah, that's definitely a theme playing itself out there. His late grandfather Henry was a submarine officer in both wars. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, starring Norman Reedus and Clemence Pizzi, is set to premiere September 10th, AMC announced on Friday. The cable network said in the press release, Daryl, played by Reedus, washes ashore in France and struggles to piece together how he got there and why. The series tracks his journey across a broken Brazilian France as he hopes to find a way back home. As he makes the journey, though, the connections he forms along the way complicates his ultimate plan. The cast for the new chapter in the zombie apocalypse franchise will also include Adam Nagaitis, Annie Charriere, Eric Eubene, Lakia Blanc-Francard, Romain Levy, and Luis Pichot Seguzzi. Reid has played Daryl for 11 seasons on The Walking Dead, from its inception in 2010 to its finale in 2022. Two of his former co-stars, Lauren Cohen and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, reunite to reprise their characters of Maggie and Negan for a spin-off called The Walking Dead: Dead City. HGTV Trading Spaces and Extreme Makeover Home Edition star Ty Pennington has announced via Instagram that he was hospitalized this week with a throat abscess. Pennington is 58-year-old Friday, alongside a photo of him in the hospital bed, from the red carpet to the ICU. This last week has been interesting. I'm okay now, still recovering. Sunday I hit the red carpet for At the Barbie Movie. Monday I flew to Colorado to start filming in Breckenridge. And Tuesday morning I woke up at 4 a.m. and could hardly breathe. Turns out that sore throat I had for the last month was actually an abscess which had grown so large it was closing off my airways. Next thing I know, I was intubated and flown to the ICU in Denver. Wednesday I had surgery, and yesterday afternoon I was released from the ICU. Pennington expressed his gratitude to the medical personnel who took such good care of him. He wrote, "A great reminder to listen to your body when it tells you something. Hashtag just happy to be here. And even through heavy sedatives, it's good to see I was still in the right frame of mind." Pennington will be seen on the pre-tape HGTV's Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge competition series, which premiered on Sunday. The live-action Barbie film starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling opened in theaters on Friday. Jane Birkin, the British actress and singer who became a French fashion icon in the late 1960s, has died. She was found dead at her home in Paris. BFM television first announced and President Emmanuel Macron then confirmed it in a tweet. Because she embodied freedom, because she sang the most beautiful words in our language, Jane Birkin was a French icon, Macron wrote. Birkin had suffered a mild stroke in 2021, but the official cause of death has not been announced. She was 76. Birkin first found prominence following her move from Paris, from her native London, when she was 20 years old. She met the artist Sergei Gainsbourg on the set of the 1968 film Shogun, and their subsequent collaborations rocketed the couple to fame. Birkin and Gainsbourg's tumultuous relationship was the subject of international fascination. Their sexually explicit theme Je t'aime, Amour pas plus, was deemed by the Vatican and banned in several countries. They would go on to have a daughter together, the singer, actress, and director Charlotte Gainsbourg. Though they broke up in 1981, they would remain friends until Gainsbourg's death in 1991. Birkin also had two other daughters, Kate Barry and Lou Dion, from her relationships with composer John Barry and director Jacques Deleon. Birkin, as an it girl of the 1970s, was a fashion icon who inspired the highly sought-after Birkin bag by Hermes. According to Birkin, the bag was conceived after a flight in which Birkin was seated next to Hermes executive Jean-Louis Dumas. Items were splitting out of her Hermes Kelly bag, which prompted Birkin to suggest that Dumas design a bag 4 times the size of the Kelly. The Birkin bag, which debuted in 1984, became one of the world's most coveted accessories. Birkin was 76. The pop rock band Walk on the Moon says it's going to take a hiatus after 18 years of recording and touring. The musicians are best known for their hits Shut Up and Dance and Anna's Son. Lead singer Nicholas Patricia said in an 11-minute video posted on YouTube Friday, "The time has come for us to take a good long break from touring and making records together. When we do reconvene, this will be the glorious day. And the truth is, we don't know when that's going to be." He also added, "For half of my life, this band has been the main focus of my creative love and energy. It is an enormous act of love to carefully lift something like this from the center of our lives and place it gently to the side, out of focus, and let it rest for a minute. It is a choice we make powerfully to follow our truth, to make space for new creations, and for family to serve our well-being, and in the long run, ever serve the well-being of Walk the Moon." Country music star Jason Aldean is thanking fans for support after he fell ill from heat stroke and had to leave the stage at his Saturday concert in Hartford, Connecticut. Aldean tweeted Sunday, "Thanks everyone for checking in on me. Hartford will share reschedule info soon. Saratoga Springs, see you tonight." The Affinity Theater in Hartford also posted about the incident Sunday. The venue said, "We appreciate your patience as we work on rescheduling a new date. as well as the outpouring of well wishes for Jason. A rep has confirmed he is now doing well after experiencing heat stroke during last night's performance. Billboard.com said Aldean tried to sing his hits but abruptly departed the stage at Saturday's show because he didn't feel well. After receiving lots of fluids, Aldean is expected to perform, or actually performed as planned, at the Saratoga Springs, New York on Sunday night. Rapper Little Uzi Vert's Pink Tape is the number one album in the United States this week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts today is Saturday is Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time, followed by Peso Pluma's Genesis is number 3, Taylor Swift's Midnight's number 4, and Wallen's Dangerous to Do album number 5. Running up the top tier are SZA's SOS number 6, Gunna's A Gift and a Curse at number 7, Swift's Lover at number 8, Sept My World at number 9, and Rilo Rodriguez's Been One at number 10. And finally, Tom Cruise's latest high-octane thriller, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, is the number one movie in North America, earning $56.2 million in receipts this weekend. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming in number 2 is Sound of Freedom with $27 million, followed by Insidious, The Red Door, number 3 with $13 million, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, number 4 with $12 million, and Elemental, number 5 with $8.7 million. Rounding up the top tier are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse at number 6 with $6.1 million, Transformers Rise of the Beast at number 7 with $3.4 million, No Hard Feelings at number 8 with $3.3 million, Joyride at number 9 with $2.6 million, and The Little Mermaid at number 10 with $2.4 million. And that was your entertainment report for Monday, July 17th, 2023. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.